Hey Clashers, and welcome back to another video. And well, there's actually right now an event going on in Clash of Clans where you have to use a ton of wizards to somehow get some rewards, which is not looking that easy, especially if you're on Legends. You want to use proper armies, and that's not easily done with using 15 party wizards. And I will show you guys today a couple of strategies which you can use. Both of those strategies are going to be linked down below in the description, and both are working pretty nicely. We're going to start with those strategies. I'm going to highlight them. I'm going to explain why I think they might be the best choices going with 15 super wizards as party wizards. Already disclaimer, I will probably use quite often the word super wizard instead of party wizard just because I'm confused and yeah. So the first army composition which I came up with is pretty much Hog Riders. I feel like if there is some sort of a good way of including wizards or party wizards into an army composition, it is with Hog Riders as cleanup. But since you have 15, you have to use 15 of them. And one thing which is good then is just a Blizzard mass Hog Rider attack. Because if you're doing a Queen Charge Hog Rider attack, that's what I thought first. But you do have barely any Hog Riders when you're doing a Queen Charge Hog Rider with 15 cleanup party wizards. That's not a good idea. Instead, we're running the 15 party wizards, which means we have at least 34 Hog Riders with a couple of Peace Belts as well, which is obviously a nice move. And yeah, I think we should just hop into the future, take a look at how this army composition works as those last couple of Hog Riders are getting finished up. But before we're jumping into the attack, one quick reminder, as most of the most recent videos, there's the offers in the shop. And if you're thinking about buying any of those, make sure to use the creator codes. For you guys, it's a work of like 5 seconds if you're thinking about buying them anyway. And it's a huge support for us content creators out there. So truly appreciate that. Use code ITZY if you would like to support me. And now let's get into the first attack onto this annoying looking ring base. So first, I have to admit, I changed two things in this army composition, which is adding 2 loons. I had to got rid of 2 more Hog Riders, which means we're ending up on 32 Hog Riders. But the problem was, we are sending a blimp. Like, we have a Blizzard in this army composition, so we have to use some sort of loons or something. First thing, we do not want to abuse the hole in the base. This is why you're doing something different. We're sending in the loons to tank and trigger any black mines, and now just the blimp. We want to create pathing. We want to somehow dive into the town hall and get the town with our hero push. That's the plan. And then just obviously place those ranges and the invisibility spells, keep those wizards somehow alive, get the eagle if possible. This guy's having a really wild clan castle. Unfortunately, the last invisibility spell was a little bit off. But either way, we're getting the eagle out of the way, and that's the important thing right there. And now we have to somehow deal with that defending clan castle. Laser Dragon is really strange, but either way, it should work. Hopefully, letting the king beat through that wall. We have the ice golem, which we can add at any point. Using the poison, obviously, as well, just to protect our troops. And then the next cool thing about having 15 party wizards is you have always a nice funnel, and that's what I'm going to do with my ice golem, with my party wizards, with the royal champion, just to make sure that we're actually pushing into the core, because that's the main objective, right? Like, that is what we want to get. We have to get rid of that town hall. The town hall needs to go down. The freeze for the royal champion just to keep her going, and this should push finally the queen into the core, into this town hall. There's a double skeleton trap coming up, but that's no problem. Just using that queen ability should easily take down the town hall. And there we go with our mass Hog Rider. It's 32 Hog Riders, which is not too bad. I think Cinti would be still disappointed, but at the same time, for us normal Hog Rider players, it is still a pretty decent amount of Hog Riders. But at the same time, there's like, why would you defend this Hog Rider entry? Or like, is this even a Hog Rider entry? I don't know, but there's so many Hog Riders flying, and then in addition, so like 3 out of my 4 headhunters got spring trapped away, and this means the defending king is not going down. This right now is not looking good for us, but we have so many heals that we can just keep those Hog Riders alive non-stop, and it's still looking pretty decent as long as this back end is somehow about to fall. We have one more party wizard, which we can place anywhere. And I'm thinking, like, this core clan castle needs to go. That's there for way too long. And the next thing is with my Hog Riders, hopefully, somehow, maybe finishing off the right side. We should be able to take their base down without even engaging the king. But the question is, can this warden do it? Because at this point, there are no Hog Riders left. The Spring Traps were just way too good on this base. And then, yeah, we have to somehow hope for the best. The Wizard, though, is helping. And then the Warden is finishing off this last Wizard Tower. So this means first 3-star was a bit shaky. This is why we're going to do a second run with this army composition. See if we can do it any better. And one thing which I completely forgot is, let's turn on the sound, because that's something which I forgot about. But still, pretty good first result. I think it was pretty good. We had a couple of oopsies and a couple of mistakes in there, especially never send your headhunters in at once. Like, try to create different groups to make sure that they're dodging those spring traps. This is, I guess, the first and most important thing to learn. So let's get into the next attack and see if we can make it any better in the next one. I mean, 3-star to 3-star still, but we want to do it better. The next obvious thing is, which I want to put out there as a disclaimer, this is like not a crazy new strategy which is OP or anything. It is just one of the best things which you can use if you want to like finish the event. I don't think that those 15 super wizards are actually needed. It is kind of like a waste over there. But still, if you want to create an army composition which is actually working good with those conditions where you have to attack with against the those bases with the event troops. Either way, let's get into the next base, and we want to get into the dead zone in between of the scatter and the town hall. There we go. First black mine, second black. Who did buff those stupid black mines? Like, come on, they're so quick now. Like, this blimp would have reached their town hall, at least the dead zone, 100 guaranteed % if this would have been before the update. But hey, my super wizards this time around are way too smart. They're outsmarting the defense, and they're just getting the town hall. Take that. Take that, black mines. My party wizards are my super wizards, I already told you I will mess those up. My super wizards are just way too smart for those black mines, and now we're sending in the king and the queen into the core of this base. You want to get the eagle. That's a little bit far, but at the same time we have a lot of resources we can use, and that's a lot of party wizards, because we are going to use those party wizards to funnel the entire left side and push and force our heroes into the core of this base. The royal champion is in there as well. I don't know, you don't have to use the royal champion with your heroes, like with your king and queen, but you can do that if you want to, because I feel like it's a great addition. It's really powerful, and yeah, it's working pretty great. Either way, the Yak actually broke into the core, which means the wall break wasn't even really needed. But the Yak opened up the core, which means we should get that eagle out of the way. We have one invisibility spell left, which we can use for our Queen Unicorn charge in the core. And there we go with those Hog Riders. Early warning ability just to cover all of them. Help them through the bomb tower into the base. And then we can heal through the rest of the base with our 3 remaining heal spells. Save the Unicorn just because we want to have our Queen Unicorn charge keep going and want to keep her alive. And at this point, the base is just smashed. This base is gone. And this is how you can easily use those event troops in combination with the Blizzard Mass Hog Rider attack. I think it's a pretty decent army composition for that. But I feel like the second army, which I'm going to show you in just a couple of seconds, is even stronger. Even better to use if you want to complete this event. So let's take a look at the army composition. Let's take a look at what exactly I came up with and what is the best army to beat that event. And I feel like this is the best army composition. I pretty much copied the normal P.E.K.K.A. Smash army, but instead I did a couple of adjustments. First off, replaced one rage with a heal to keep the party wizards alive. Second thing is I got rid of all of the final troops except one baby dragon. That's it. Like, except that we only use party wizards, and that's it. A lot of other things are just gone and just out of the army composition. But still, this is the army I found like is really strong. It's pretty much all. Come on, I just want to say it's all P.E.K.K.A. Smash, and you're already screaming around and chasing some butterfly. I can't find you right now, but just stop it, please, P.E.K.K.A. I'm trying to concentrate on work on a video. Okay, so the P.E.K.K.A. Stop it, P.E.K.K.A. What are you doing? This game. Okay, there's the P.E.K.K.A. Where's this butterfly? Okay, there's the butterfly. Keep chasing it, but please be quiet. That would be awesome. Okay, so we're just jumping into the attack because I'm just too annoyed by this P.E.K.K.A. chasing this butterfly. But let's get into the base. And that's actually a maxed out base, which I'm kind of surprised about, because I had to like do a couple of attempts. I found a lot of town 13s, town 14s with level 1 defenses, but finally we found a maxed out base, which is awesome. And I think this Incase compartment looks really good for our blimp. And after that, just like spam and pray, I guess. So let's see if we can make that work. First off, blimp in, coconut loons in as well, and get that compartment out of the way. That's the most important thing. We're starting with those cocoons. There is the blimp, and then just the queen behind. She can decide whichever way she wants to go. This base is pretty much symmetrical, so we don't care about where exactly she's going. Inferno Tower is down, Eagle is down. This is looking perfect for us. It seems like she's going towards the left, so we need to funnel that left side, which means king in there, witches in there. More party wizards. Party is always good. So party wizards are always good. And then those P.E.K.K.A. in there. Party wizards. Even more party wizards in there. Just send them all in. Getting the party started. And then obviously healers. Just put a couple of wall breakers in behind. I mean, wall breakers are never a bad thing. Raise things up. We don't have a headhunter on this one, which is good because I typically always forget them anyways. So that's a good thing. Clan Castles coming out. Nice poison. Keeping everything alive. Even better warden abilities. Keeping even more things alive. And now at this point, we even broke into the compartment behind the town hall. But at the same time, something needs to go over there. And so far, nothing seems to be alive. We have one heal, which I'm going to use at that bottom side to somehow keep our troops alive. But the heal is apparently not good enough to cover all of those party wizards, apparently. Royal Chain from the top to push everything back into the town direction. We used the jump already. The queen should eventually go back to the town hall. Hopefully, keep freezing the defending queen and the town hall. But the town hall is just not falling. That's quite annoying right there. But the Royal Champion should push our queen back towards the town hall. The town hall is getting surrounded by a couple of witches, but the town hall does not care. And now we have our queen finally jumping to the direction. This means we got our 3-star. Against, I think, one archer tower was not maxed. Obviously the walls either. But except the one archer tower and the walls, this base was pretty much maxed out. So, yeah. This is the army. This is the army to use if you want to get a bit more creative. The Blizzard Mass Hard Great Attack is a good option as well, but this army composition wrecks those bases, and this is a good option to complete the event. As you saw, obviously as well, we had to do a couple of attempts because some of those bases were looking like this, and I trust all of you guys can easily triple those with 15 party wizards. So we had to pick some better bases. Either way, this is the army which I would highly recommend, and I will post obviously both links down below in the description. Let me know what strategy you are using right now and if it's working. If you consider copying any of my ideas, and let me know what you think of them. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow for the next one. Until then, see ya and bye bye.